Since the saga between Senator Adams Oshiomhole, and airpeace at the Murtala International Airport just a few days ago, a lot of people have been sharing their opinions, and mostly the opinions have been divided. While some people have the opinion that Adams Oshiomhole shouldn't have coordinated himself in such manner, he should have taken it up with the right authorities, he shouldn't have disrupted the activities of the airport. Some, on the other hand, are saying that Airpeace is a notorious airline and they deserve what they got, and this matter should further be investigated because Adams Oshiomhole is absolutely right, for standing with the other passengers who experienced the same problem like he did that fateful day. According to Adams Oshiomhole, Airpeace were selling tickets at lower price online, and when you buy the ticket and get to the airport, they will tell you that the counter has been closed, while reselling those same tickets for higher prices at the airport, and then allowing people are getting to the airport, and on the spot they are buying tickets and they are being allowed to board the flights, while people who had gotten to the airport, bought their flight tickets online, are being denied access, to board the flight, which is very wrong, and which was what, that Adams Oshiomhole was fighting for that same day. Anyway, guys, the aviation minister has said that he was going to, take up this matter up, and proper investigation will be done concerning this, matter. But now we are hearing from the Airline Operators of Nigeria, AON, and it's so shocking and jarring, what they have to say concerning this, because, guys, you would not believe it. You would not believe it. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe. Hit on the like button. Most importantly, turn on the post notification bell. That way you'll be the first person to get notified each time we upload a new video. Don't forget to also give this video a massive thumbs up. That way we get encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news as well. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The Airline Operators of Nigeria, AON, has strongly criticized the conduct of former Edo State Governor, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, during a recent altercation at the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, Vanguard reports. The association described his actions as unacceptable and symptomatic of a troubling rise in unruly behavior among air passengers across the country. So if you have noticed a rise in the unruly behavior of passengers at the airports, don't you think that it's because of a service that they are paying for and they are not getting? Don't you think that you should have done something about it before now? Because people cannot just become mad all of a sudden. There must be something triggering people to behave in such an unruly manner at the airport. Don't you think? AON, don't you think you should have done something about it? It's not even about those who are behaving unruly at the airport. It's about the airlines themselves. Are these airlines offering maximum customer support or maximum customer service? Are the people actually getting quality customer service? Are they actually getting what they are paying for? Those should be the questions that you should have asked, not that unruly behavior is now on the rise at the airport. So what did you do about it? Have you been investigating this matter before now? Anyway, moving on. Speaking to journalists in Lagos during an event hosted by United Nigeria Airlines, where the airline announced its integration into the CBA's Global Distribution System, GDS, AON spokesperson Professor Obiora Okoye expressed deep concern over the incident. He noted that 2 days after the altercation, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN had yet to provide a clear account of what transpired, a delay he found disheartening. Okoye emphasized that while passengers have rights, those rights must be exercised within the framework established by international aviation standards. He asserted that no level of dissatisfaction justifies disruption or aggressive behavior at airports. There is no amount of disappointment that gives the right to self-help. We have been talking about unruly behavior. What you saw was a typical case of unruly behavior. It is not acceptable, he said. According to Okoye, the incident involving Senator Oshiomhole exemplifies a growing pattern of unacceptable passenger conduct, which threatens the operational integrity of the aviation sector. He highlighted airpeace's significance in the domestic aviation market, noting that the airline transport nearly half of all local air travels, given its vital role and the investment behind its operations. He argued that such companies deserve support and respect, not public vilification. Support and respect for what? Are they not getting their money in return? These people, like I say, they crazy, so because I don't understand. Support and respect for what? For offering a service that you are getting money in return for. At least if you're offering a support service, you should be able to offer adequate quality service. You are not doing the people a favor. No, people are paying for this service. And if you are saying that this is what is going to happen, stay true to your words. Not that you sell tickets online for maybe 190,000 naira. And then people will get to the airport, you prevent them from boarding and say that, no, that boarding time has closed. Whereas you are still letting people in, back door, people that get into the airport and buying tickets on the spot. You're allowing them go in. I was surprised when, they said that Oshiomhole was late for flight. Someone that got to the airport 30 minutes before the takeoff time. And for someone who has already done his check-in online, and for airpeace, who is known as a chronic delay flight airline, there is nobody I have seen that boarded airpeace that their flight was not delayed for hours. And you are telling me for the first time in the history of the airline, on this fateful day that Oshiomhole was supposed to board the flight, they decided to be on time, whereas it is fake. They would just lie. Within 24 hours, the previous day he was there, their check-in time was still 30 minutes. The next day he got there, they are telling him that their policy have changed 24 hours overnight, and you never send them a mail, nothing like that. And you are saying that the check-in time has now become 45 minutes. Can you imagine that? Anyway, moving on. In response to the controversy, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, announced that an official investigation is underway. He revealed through the X, formerly known as Twitter account, that he has been in communication with both parties involved since the incident occurred. Keyamo urged both sides to refrain from making public accusations while the matter is being investigated. It stressed the importance of fairness and due process, instructing aviation authorities to gather all necessary evidence and report back to his office. The minister assured that the issue would be handled with the seriousness it deserves, with the goal of setting a precedent for managing similar disputes in the future. You all, let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comments section. What are your thoughts on this, guys? Before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment I have here is from Osadegbe Pius. The level of impunity at Nigerian airports is alarming. Jesus. The only one and only experience I've had so far at the Nigerian airport is such a terrible one. I was supposed to board a flight and 2 witches, that was supposed to give, just stamp my passport and let me go. It decided to be a stumbling block for me, and I ended up not, boarding that flight that particular day. Can you imagine? The level of impunity. They are always expecting you to tip them, especially when you get there with a new passport and they know that this one is a novice. This one, they would, now so they go, they collect, expecting you to give. And once you refuse, my brother, you might not board that plane. Moving on, Senator Oshiomhole is a man that cannot stand such oppression. I also believe that why he acted that way that particular day is because he's a labor leader. He's used to these things, He's used to the act of, protesting and, getting things done by force, forcing the hand of authorities to do the right thing. So he's used to that, which was why, he decided to behave like that particular day and stand with the other passengers. Somebody of high reputation have to speak against this oppression. Imagine, he could have chose to look the other way. He could have chose to say, oh, this is not my business, and accepted what airpeace offered him that day. They offered, to let him go because he's a high-profile individual in Nigeria, while the other passengers who had the same problem as him, suffer. He could have decided to look the other way and say, oh, it's not my business. Let me just go. I have an urgent meeting that I need to attend to. I need to get there on time. So let me just, go. You get? But he didn't. Somebody of high reputation have to speak against this oppression and corruption. This incident should be properly investigated and bring to public space. Boniface says, those are the type of senators we have in Nigeria. Senators in other countries are respected due to their behavior before the public. But in Nigeria, beat pig as you like, you will still behave like pig. What's an irony? And he was fighting for the rights of people, remember. Mustafa Hakim says, the solution is this. Migraine is let's conduct national referendum to know if airpeace should be scrapped which I strongly believe, yes, it's 9% surely. I do not believe that they should be scrapped, but I think that investigations should be done. They should be sanctioned. They should be forced to do the right thing. The appropriate authorities, agency that should be monitoring, these airlines' activities. I think they are not doing their job, because if they are, these airlines should be afraid. They shouldn't be caught doing things like this. I think that there should be a body that fights for the rights of passengers, who are boarding these flights, because it's not fair. There are several stories of delayed flights, and all of these things. It's just not fair that, these agencies who are supposed to be monitoring the activities of, these airlines are not also looking out for these passengers. It's really unfair. You guys, let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comments section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.